So back to the question that you asked me. I think way before I attended, even me attending Avestas was an instruction from God. I had seen Avestas, like the structure, the Avestas has a template for their rug. It's everywhere, the same thing. I'd seen the rug, I'd seen everything before I went to Avestas. I left my church. I don't know if I should be saying this publicly. I left my church for my church. Hey, Jesus, this is going to trend. I left my church because I had issues with my pastor. It was something intimate, and Feka had taught me purity, and I think the way you learn God is a way that you follow through till the end. Feka had taught us purity. Feka would chastise you for having a boyfriend and tell you that it's not time. So I learned purity very early. So it was something that was going to alter my entire. I was like, no, I don't do. No, first of all, even if I'm dating, even as on a date, the person on a date, don't touch me, don't stand where you are. I believed in the message of virginity. It was something I even still preach it to my girls in that way. So it was something I could not contain. I was in church for months and I could not listen to my pastor preach because I'm like, because you still come to church and audio. So I was in church, I stopped hearing God, and I had a revelation of pulling out. So I served, did everything I did, and I left. So I stayed at home for 4 months without going to church. Yes.
They didn't look for you?
Yeah.
They didn't look for you?
I told them I was leaving.
Okay.
I told them I was leaving. I didn't say.
You didn't give the reason?
I didn't give reason. I told my mom that my pastor is making advances towards me, and my mom was like, "Oh my, that." She's like, "Oh my, pastor, like, boy, no, your brother is a pastor too. People have their weakness." I'm like, this one is not going to display weakness on my body. So I took.
I like that. Yeah.
So I left. I stayed at home for months. I didn't go to church. I used to stay at home. I would eat, be good, play one music and sleep because I'm like, I can't go to church when I can't see Jesus. What's the sense of going to church when there's no Jesus there? So I stayed at home for a while. Then I had a revelation. I had this revelation that changed my life. I had seen Avestas. I didn't know what it was, but I had a revelation of, I was in a conference where Oyedepo was preaching. And I was a Muslim. So I was, even till recently, I used to mix Papa Oyedepo and Adeboye. I used to mix their name. Like, I didn't know. So when you asked me, do you know this pastor? Like, I don't know. It's not my fault. So I saw him. He was preaching, and he told some people to pick me up and put me up on the stage. And he said, this is where you're supposed to be. Then he says, this Wednesday, you're going to receive a call. God is going to change your life, give you direction. So that particular Wednesday, somebody just called me and said, hello, we have this opening in Avestas, blah, blah, blah. Would you like to call my friend? Oh, she was like, one of the worship leaders had left and they have a vacuum, and she's seen me minister somewhere. She felt like I was going to fit into this. This was me just learning God. It wasn't like I knew God. It's just, I just have the gift of the presence of God. Okay. So when she called me, I'm like, oh, I'll get back to you. Then I asked a prophet friend of mine. Then he told me something. He said, you don't need a prophet to tell you what is visible to your eyes. So I'm like, okay. Then I went to church. Immediately I walked into it, I knew that was a place that I had seen. So I was this. So the faith has been, but I was this Abbey.
Yeah.
I think the first time I resumed Avestas, I had a ministration in Cotonou. I didn't resume because I had a ministration outside Nigeria. So I had this subtle, everybody knowing you, like that. And I met someone who changed my life, Pastor Gbenga Adibola. Yes, the one, he used to be pastor in Avestas. He said something to me immediately I walked into Avestas, like 2 weeks later, because my pastor B had not, he was on vacation. So he said to me, he said, Abbey, in everything you do not be lost in this lighting. Wow. He said, the light will deceive you, but keep your purity. So I took that word and I told myself that if I find myself in a place where there's no Jesus, I would not lose Jesus. So I held on. I told you that darkness is not enough to consume me as long as I can keep my light. So I told myself I kept at it. I think this is a testimony of someone who never stopped being hungry, because there are a lot of people who are thirsty for fame, and they do much more work than I do. So if it's about calculations or about orchestrations, there are people who are supposed to be in fame more than me, because I'm even a weird person. I don't believe in it. I preach against it with all my life. Everybody who follows me know that. I tell you, the goal is Jesus. If you put your goal on fame, it's not. I'm a preacher of that kind of message. So I think following God, keeping to your consecrations, stewarding that which God has given to you, never getting satisfied of God. I recently started saying something like, there's a level you get to in life that the things that you read, the things that they told you is not enough satisfaction for your soul. And God began to tell me about how Moses wrought plenty miracles. And he still came in Exodus 33 to say, if I find favor on your side, teach me. I'm like, Shiva boy, teach me which way. You want low part, Red Sea. You in our front, you called the ground to open and swallow people. Then I realized that you can wrought miracles and don't know the one by whose end you wrought it.
Wow.
So I told myself that I will never be a celebrity. I will never be too big. I will never. They know me in cover. I carry broom, I sweep, I mop. I feel like it's a service unto the Lord. The highest person who has the highest hierarchy or power authority in that room is Jesus, as long as Jesus is there. So there's no such thing. People will honor you, quite all right, but intentionally I tell myself that I am under the leadership of God.
The Set Place.
The Word of God is the light that brings clarity to our lives. Welcome to the Set Place, where powerful and transforming messages are brought to you.
The Set Place.
The Word of God is the light that brings clarity to our lives. Welcome to the Set Place, where powerful and transforming messages are brought to you.
The Set Place.
The Word of God is the light that brings clarity to our lives. Welcome to the Set Place, where powerful and transforming messages are brought to you.
The Set Place.
The Word of God is the light that brings clarity to our lives. Welcome to the Set Place, where powerful and transforming messages are brought to you.
The Set Place.